Hey Beer Tubers, it's Ryan back with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Thanks for joining me for episode 98, approaching episode 100 very shortly. I'm going to break out a special beer of sorts. I got this sent to me from Odeed. This is from Kuhnhenn Brewing in Michigan. This is their 4th Dementia Old Ale. Now, I've never had any of their beers. They're in Michigan. It's hard for even Daniel, who's in Kalamazoo, to get some of their beers. So I guess they're still not widely distributed. But what's very cool about this bottle is, hopefully the camera picks that up. Look at the best for date on that thing. I mean, this was brewed in 2005 on February 16th, and the best before date is 2011. Well, it's 2011, so time to open this thing. Hopefully it's still good. But yeah, I didn't know this was that old of a bottle when I opened it. I did get a hiss. It's always a good sign. I know Odeed has a storage facility that hopefully he's been keeping this thing at. I'm just going to go right down the middle, aggressive pour this thing because it's an older beer. It doesn't list the ABV on this one. Beer Advocate says an older bottle was 11.8%. And the newer ones are like 13.5. This doesn't indicate any ABV on it, so I can smell it already. Wow. Let's get the appearance first. Very dark, kind of not really brown. It's really dark red. You especially get some dark ruby red here, and then it goes up to like a maroon kind of color. Got about a half finger, just a nice tan head on there. Mostly small bubbles. There definitely is some carbonation in this beer. You can see some bubbles sticking to the glass and coming up. It's a very dark, murky kind of looking beer. Let's get the aroma on it. Oh wow. Wow, that is really nice. Just huge caramel notes. Wow, brown sugar, caramel, toffee, dark fruits. Definitely some fig in there. I'm also picking up cherry as well. Definitely some cherry notes. Wow, just big time malty beer. Oh man, there's even more, and there's very complex nose on this thing. Yeah, maybe some plum in there. Maybe like almost a little woodiness in there. There's like an earthiness to it. Can't smell any alcohol whatsoever. I'm assuming it's a double digits beer, so yeah, it's been sitting around for 5 years now in this bottle, so I'm looking forward to giving this a try. I don't know anything other than this is an old ale from Kuhnhenn, and they're in Michigan, so I'm going to dig in. Cheers. Oh, it's so smooth. So smooth. Wow, it's very complex. Maybe a touch of paperiness in there, maybe a slight oxidation, but not too bad at all. Just letting you know, if you sell your beers, sometimes these caps aren't exactly perfect. They will leak in like very, very minute bits of oxygen in there, and it'll slightly oxidize the beer, just a hint. So it usually kind of gives a little like a wet cardboard kind of papery. Got a little bit on this, but it's not bad at all. Mouthfeel's, it's actually more of a medium body mouthfeel. It's not sickly sweet, which is nice. I was worried about this one being too sweet, but I'm not tasting any alcohol either. It's really nice. It reminds me a little bit of the brewery's Cotton. I mean, it definitely has that old ale character, and it pretty much follows the nose on the taste, at least so far. I am drinking this a little cooler than I would like to be. So what I'm going to do is sip on this some more, let it warm up. I'm going to pull all those flavors out because it's pretty complex beer. So I'll be back. All right, I'm back with Kuhnhenn 4th Dementia Old Ale. I've been slowly sipping on this one, letting it warm up. It is starting to get a little sweeter on the tongue, but overall it's not too sweet for me. It's drinking pretty good as it warms. Pick up a little more alcohol in it, but not a whole lot. It went from none to maybe like a faint amount in the background. Definitely feel it more than you taste it. The complexity in this beer is absolutely amazing. I'm starting to pick up some tobacco notes in there. Kind of it's starting to remind me a little bit of Hair of the Dog's Adam, if you ever had that beer. You get like tobacco. I'm not really getting like a leathery quality, but tobacco, getting some chocolate in there. You kind of get that cherry note that kind of reminds me a bit of Stonewall barley wine. Plus all the dark fruits. Big caramel notes on this one as well. Yeah, just a really nice drinking beer. So I'm gonna give this one an A. It's excellent. I would like the mouthfeel to be a little more for this kind of beer, but it's so smooth and drinkable with 5 years of age on it. Now, how would this taste fresh? I don't know. Maybe I can get one in a trade eventually, but I got a request to do this one, so I figured I'd do it for episode 98. So that's going to wrap it up for 4th Dementia Old Ale. I'm looking forward to trying to get some more beers from Kuhnhenn, because this is a fantastic beer. I've heard some good things about the brewery. Thanks to OD for the beer. Appreciate it, man. Especially a 5-year-old bottle. I'm glad I recognized that eventually. I didn't when I initially unpacked the box, because that was a real nice surprise, man. So appreciate it. Stay tuned for episode 99 coming to the end of this week. Until next time, cheers.